In July, I was out at a festival in Bristol where I got a lot of compliments from people because of how I looked and how I was dressed. And the crazy thing was, I was wearing less expensive clothes than all these people were. I was wearing an Armani shirt that was in a 2-pack of Armani shirts that only cost about £15. And I was wearing some shorts that I've had for years that probably cost £20. Some Air Force Ones, which I bought ages ago, that were around £80 at that time. Obviously they went up now because of inflation. And I was wearing just some white socks, a £30 watch that I've had for about 6 years, and a chain that cost £10 about 2 years ago. And I was getting so many compliments on how I was dressed, and people were saying, "You're really dressed up," or "You look really dressed up." And my sunglasses as well were €10 from Spain the year before. So I was wearing cheaper clothing than most people in total, because a lot of people will spend a bit more money on their clothing. I was getting way more compliments on how I looked, and it really made me understand why that was. And the reason that was because I took care of myself, because I've been in the gym, because I've built a good physique and a good body. Because you got to think, you could have the best clothing on the planet, let's say some expensive brand like Gucci or whatever people wear now, I'm not really too up to date with it, but let's say Gucci, and you could be £100 overweight, you could be £50 overweight, and you put that on and it doesn't have the same effect as a guy who just takes care of himself, who is wearing a shirt from Primark or somewhere cheap. Literally, it wouldn't have the same effect. For example, I don't really truly care about the clothing I wear in regards to how expensive it is. It's more so how it looks. So more time, if I'm going to the gym or if I'm going to places, I'll wear a £6-7 top from Boohooman, a muscle fit top. I have ones from years ago. I'll wear a Primark top that I've had from years ago, a muscle fit one. You'd have people in Nike, full tracksuit of Nike, and all this stuff that they spend quite a bit of money on, and it doesn't have the same effect. The main reason is they don't take care of themselves, that the differences. And this is what I truly found that's actually crazy, because I don't wear that expensive shit, and I get more attention than most guys. Let's say on a night out, I get women coming up to me quite often, and I'm not wearing expensive clothes. I remember a night where I was wearing a top that was £12. I was getting loads of attention. Even when I went out last time, I was getting loads of attention, and in total, that t-shirt cost around about £11 in a 3-pack of Hugo Boss t-shirts. So in reality, it's not about the pricing of the clothing. Of course, it's how you put it together. Don't get me wrong, like, you gotta put it together in a good way. Don't wanna wear a pink t-shirt with a green jacket, with purple trousers and with blue shoes. Of course not. It's a bit out there, let's just say. When you just dress in a way that fits well, and of course you match the colors well. Don't go too extreme with the colors, and of course just wear similar colors, not nothing too crazy. You will be in an amazing position with this. This was so apparent to me when I went to a festival the next month in August, where I had so much attention based off of how I was dressed and what I was wearing. And I was literally wearing the same outfit. It wasn't expensive at all. And I was getting so much attention based off the back of it. Girls coming up to me, dancing on me, asking me questions, me going up to girls with boyfriends and them being open to getting with me. It was insane. And I wasn't even trying that hard. And it was all based on my physique and my body with wearing the right clothes. Not too expensive. It doesn't have to be unbelievably expensive. Just gotta fit well. And this is what I've understood. I know so many people who just wear clothes that fit good, that they look good in, that isn't overly expensive, and they're drawing way more girls than guys who are wearing Gucci, Prada, all these other stuff that is just external brands that are insanely priced, that women might think, oh, he's got a lot of money, and they go up to him and try to get with him. I'll give you a prime example. When I used to go out with my old friends, they would wear Stone Island, CP Company, all these expensive brands, and they wouldn't get anywhere near the same attention as me, and they were all around a similar height to me, some of them taller. So it isn't all based on your height or on what clothes you're wearing necessarily. It isn't all necessarily based on the money you're making as well. And when you're in shape, you wear some clothes that just fit well, you'll be in an amazing position. I also remember there was a time where I walked into college like years ago, where it'd be like 3 years ago now, and this is the first time I was in like decent shape or whatever. I walked into college and I was wearing a Primark hoodie and some Primark bottoms, like grey jogging bottoms. I was behind some girls. They both looked at each other like this, and then they walked a bit further on and they got to a bit where there's some steps, and then they said, "Oh my God, he's so fit," to each other and they were laughing. I wasn't wearing expensive clothing. I wasn't wearing nothing expensive. Same with nights out, I didn't wear nothing expensive. Yeah, I get an amazing level of attraction based off of my physique and based off of that area. And this is what you gotta understand. Of course you gotta look presentable, of course you gotta have haircuts, you gotta look decent, of course. Take care of how you look. But if you wear clothes that fit well, that fit nice, you will be in an amazing position in comparison to a guy who's spending thousands on clothes that is out of shape and that is fat. He won't get the same attraction as you. Let's say he's even wearing a Rolex and all this stuff. He might have some girls who are gold diggers or whatever come up to him because they want the money. Of course, people want money. But the thing is, that'll be very short-lived for that guy because they're just gonna use that money and dip off. Whereas when it's your physique and when it's your body, you will have girls who just want to use you for your body. Don't get me wrong, you will have that sometimes where they just want to fuck you. But you will also have girls who actually admire that because it takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency. They find it a very good thing, really, because they look at you and they see you looking good and taking care of yourself, and it proves discipline. Proves consistency, it proves all them areas, and that's going to be a true message in this video. Hope you lot got a lot of value. If you want to achieve a physique where you're proud, where you're happy, where you're grateful in yourself, shoot me an email at reallouis23@gmail.com. Thank you.